Welcome to Teammates Case Analysis of Booz, Allen, Hamilton. Our group is comprised of George Burchuk, Craig Child, Mark DeAndre, Chung-Lee Shun, and Fiona Willis. Throughout the rest of our presentation, we will refer to Booz Allen Hamilton as BAH. Founded in 1914, BAH is the world's largest consultant firm, providing managerial technological advances. It is made up of two independent business sections, the first of which was the worldwide technology business, known as WTB, which provided managerial and technology consulting services to the U.S. government, which was headquartered in Washington, D.C. The second sector was the worldwide commercial business, also known as WCB, where BAH provided management consulting services to major companies globally. The sector was headquartered in New York, and in 1996 it employed almost 2,000 consultants in 30 offices around the globe and billed over $600 million. Its clients integrated solutions, a strategy that was to use whatever services or concepts were needed to help clients improve their performance. This business model has been historically different from many of its competitors. However, BAH's problem, as we will discuss in a few moments, is an internal one. In addition, BAH is known to consistently deliver breakthrough ideas and results to its customers. As such, we won't delve into the details of customers since our recommendation is based on internal processes, not directly affecting customers. BAH has a strong company culture which was historically made up of individual partner fiefdoms. There were few incentives to share knowledge and innovations across partnerships. The ability to develop new and custom solutions to solve customer problems was held in high esteem. Borrowing ideas previously applied was considered uncreative and added little to a partner's stature within the company. In addition, there was a cultural resistance to product-based solutions. Felt this approach would destroy the cash of the BAH brand and furthermore eliminate exposure to on-the-job variety and limit upward mobility within the company. BAH's conservative culture was slow to adopt new ideas, in part because it would fundamentally change the way partners interacted with clients, and there was a fear that the application of non-custom ideas would fail. At the end of the day, BAH was a customer job shop, and there was a high degree of confidentiality within the company to protect against a potential conflict of interest. In the late 1980s, management recognized the pitfalls of operating in individual fiefdoms, and since then, BAH has implemented several strategies to shift this aspect of their culture. In 1987, management introduced a new compensation system that would drive the notion of competing as an institution. The primary change replaced highly variable individual bonuses with uniform percentage-based bonuses. Base pay became the mechanism to differentiate partner compensation. While this did result in some attrition of personnel, it also positioned the firm for subsequent change. In the early 90s, employees of Arasano and Wilcox independently piloted concepts related to knowledge management and campaign selling. In both cases, the leaders realized value on subsequent products their respective teams worked on. However, neither individual was able to propagate their approach more broadly within BAH. In 1994, Vision 2000, or V2K, was introduced. This movement was comprised of three primary thrusts. Target client, which was the idea of focusing on fewer clients but expanding and deepening each client relationship. Triple Crown teams, which was comprised of consultants and expertise in three areas. The first was strategy, organization, and industry knowledge. The second being operations and change management. And the third, information technology. These teams would be capable of providing the full range of the firm's expertise and also be able to provide custom solutions that BAH was known for. The final thrust of V2K was to introduce a knowledge management system. The knowledge management approach was achieved in two ways. The first was the formalization of virtual organizations focused on gathering and organizing what the firm knew on specific topics. These teams were known as Special Interest Groups, or SIGs. The second was a technology solution, Knowledge Online. The first version of Knowledge Online came online in 1995, and by 1997 had over 4,000 documents in a database. Because the members of SIGs had other responsibilities, their contribution to the SIG objectives were often deprioritized. This led to an admission in 1997 that the SIG model was not as effective as hoped. However, the overall impact of the V2K program was a success. BAH reduced its client size from 1,000 down to 200, and was achieving annual growth of 25%, which is at the high end for its industry. While this program has seen success, in part contributed to the new resources and access to group knowledge, leadership recognized that the firm has not fully integrated the practices and therefore not reaped the full potential benefit. We also conducted a SWOT analysis for BAH and have included the main points here. For strengths, BAH's main strength is its ability to create innovative, customized solutions for its clients. In fact, innovative ideation is a company's core competency, and as a result, it has become a leader in the marketplace. BAH has developed a strong brand, and its name is known for the ability to achieve desired results. For weaknesses, BAH's most prominent weakness is the existence of an independent culture. Partners are focused solely on whatever project they are currently working on, with team members that they are most likely have not worked with in the past, since project teams are formed from one project and then disbanded after its completion. The partners are also highly intelligent and driven and want to be rewarded for this. As such, they strive to break through the clutter to make it to the top of the company so they can earn more money. All this leads to a lack of incentives to share information throughout the company, which ultimately diminishes the potential of the knowledge sharing network at BAH. For opportunities, BAH has the building blocks for a rich contribution system in place. The company has already implemented Vision 2000, which included launching a knowledge engine. BAH also created Knowledge Online, an electronic warehousing and delivery system that enabled all consultants to access information on industries, technologies, markets, and companies. If BAH is able to create more value from these systems, we believe that there will be much to gain, as we will discuss. An additional opportunity included the willingness of clients to pay large sums of money to get their desired results. Any increase in efficiency that BAH is able to realize, whether it be a process or a reduced research time, result in quicker and better results, or a combination of both, which will lead to increased revenue. For threats, the biggest threat to BAH are the numerous entrants into the industry in recent years, many of which are business models that are becoming more similar to BAH's business model. This has created less loyal clients as they were able to find results in more than one location now. As a result, BAH's market share in the leader position is being threatened. With the landscape of the industry defined, it is apparent that BAH's core problem is that it lacks a cultural capability and internal incentives to share and utilize business solutions throughout the organization, which has stymied innovation, limits the company growth, and increases project costs and times. There is very strong incentive for BAH to move towards a culture that promotes the sharing of ideas and applications. It has been proven that company-wide initiatives increases company growth and profitability as exemplified by the implementation of Vision 2000, or V2K. This program was designed to better serve clients by focusing on fewer customers and serving them with highly specialized teams that were committed to delivering the full accumulated learning at BAH. The successes experimented by this program were a 25% growth in annual rates and profitability per partner. By focusing on fewer, high-value clients, the average revenue per client relationship increased more than tenfold as compared to the previous decade. And lastly, project time was reduced by 20 to 40%, freeing up partners to move on to the next highly profitable project. Our solution calls for BAH to create and maintain a contribution system within the company. This system would allow for the best ideas to flow throughout the entire company across the multitude of projects and teams that are consistently starting from scratch. The use of this contribution system would reward both the creators and the users of ideas in an effort to reduce the effect of reinventing the wheel with each new project. By using ideas that have been vetted on other projects, which have proven to be successful, the partner who creates the idea builds a positive reputation and receives incentives. Additionally, users of these ideas are rewarded for saving client money. This is not meant to be a prepackaged final solution for each client, but merely a starting point for a typical BAH custom solution. The building blocks of the BAH contribution system are there, but it needs more structure to it, and incentives need to be in place to make it more successful. To do this, we suggest that the current free market system become more democratic, where people can vote on the quality of ideas submitted. This voting up or down process will be integrated into the search function of the database of ideas. The more an idea is voted up, the higher it will appear on a related search. This will create a mechanism to filter ideas so that only the best are given the most visibility within a company, much like Google does today. It will also make the immediate information shown to partners more relevant. This improvement, however, will only work when partners are regularly contributing to and using the system. To ensure this, current incentives need to be restructured. We recommend that hefty bonuses be tied to the number of times your submitted idea is used successfully in another project. This will motivate partners to contribute their ideas to the system. On the flip side, to incentivize partners to browse their ideas and use ideas that have been submitted, bonuses should be tied to the individual contribution level. That is, the amount of time spent researching other ideas and voting them up or down. In addition, this bonus would also be increased if you successfully use an idea from the system on another client's project. By restructuring the incentives, partners will also be more likely to share ideas rather than taking a siloed approach because you just want to make it to the top to earn more money. To supplement the free market system, we will also implement a few new approaches. One of them is to enhance partnership between special interest groups and client teams to implement best demonstrated practices, leverage established frameworks, and shape new service offerings. This can be done through regular meetings and presentations. We will establish dedicated client teams to fully utilize previous knowledge, methods, and service ideas. A dedicated team with previous knowledge and experience will minimize the learning curve, avoid pitfalls, and improve project efficiency. Rewards will be provided to team members at the anniversary of serving their designated client. We also promote campaign selling of the new service ideas with the highest potential to generate new growth and seize the perception of leadership in a marketplace. The effort of selling new ideas and the success of new service ideas will be considered as one criteria for a next level promotion. While we believe that our solution will enable BAH to actualize their growth, their goal of improving cross-sharing of knowledge and experience to extend innovation and delivery to the customer, management must also be cognizant of potential fallout. If there is an overemphasis and acceptance of leveraging proven solutions, consultants might begin to provide off-the-shelf solutions that are not ideal to the unique goals of the customer. This would be in opposition to one of BAH's core competencies of providing custom solutions. In addition, the rapid adoption and practices across consulting agencies could lead to reduced differentiation in the solutions offered by BAH. Further, if management and individual consultants strive too hard to time and cost, efficiency born from leveraging past experience may unintentionally see a shift away from innovation, again deteriorating the core competency of the firm. Lastly, BAH attracts a talent profile that seeks the opportunity to be creative and not in a cycle of redundancy. In implementing this solution, it is critical that BAH maintains a balanced culture of innovation and leveraging past experience. If the firm slips too far away from allowing independence in innovation, key talent that provides a competitive advantage may decide to leave. In summary, BAH has the opportunity to stay ahead of the pack of competitors by addressing their internal problems. Improving the knowledge management system that's already in place will benefit both BAH and their clients. To do this, rewards and incentives will need to be restructured and tied to the use of the new knowledge management system. The building blocks are already in place to implement the solution, and by managing partners' expectations of this system, new profits can be realized for BAH and their prestigious clientele. Thank you.